So inside of Universal Epic Universe, there are 2 sit-down dining restaurants. The first one is the Blue Dragon Pan-Asian restaurant, and the second is the Atlantic, which is over here in Celestial Park.
And we ate here tonight, so we're gonna backtrack a little bit and bring you guys along.
Once we got inside the restaurant, we were taken away by the theming. The first thing that you see is this beautiful bar that has plenty of seats and tables if you want to grab a quick drink without needing a reservation to the restaurant. The nautical and marine elements of this restaurant are so in your face that we had to find out, does this restaurant have a backstory? And the answer is yes. The staff told us the story of the Atlantic goes like this. There once was a sailor named Fernando who got stuck in such a bad storm that he ended up in the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle brought him to Celestial Park, which is the heart and soul of Epic Universe. Once he got here, he decided to open a restaurant that was themed after an aquarium to pay homage to his grandmother, who used to bring him to aquariums when he was younger. Now that we know that, the theming makes a lot more sense. As you're dining at the tables, there are fish swimming above you. The restaurant feels like you are inside of an aquarium, and the color choices all the way down to the rugs complement that so well. But the one question you really want to know, and the reason you clicked on this video, is the food any good? Let's find out.
So we just sat down at our table. Here's a look at the menu. You can pause it if you want to read it. One of the best parts about this restaurant is it has like floor to ceiling windows, and look at this amazing view that we have of Celestial Park. And the Kronos right there. Couldn't have asked for a better spot.
I'm having a hard time deciding for my entree. I either want the scallops, the salmon, or the filet mignon. Our waitress said the filet mignon is like one of their best sellers and it's really good, but I'm just thinking like, I feel like I could get filet mignon anywhere. I'm sure it is really good, but then I also have heard people say that like the salmon is the best salmon that they've ever had. I also love scallops. I don't know. I don't know what to decide, but we did get the crab cake for an appetizer. She said that it was really, really good, so I'm excited for that. And I think, Matt, you're gonna get the sea bass?
I think so.
That is marked as one of the captain's choices on the menu, so I'm sure that's gonna be really good too.
So we just ordered our food. I decided to get the sea bass, and our server was telling us how good the filet mignon is, and it's one of their best sellers. And I highly considered it, but since this is a seafood restaurant, I did want to try out some of the seafood. So as long as the sea bass is good and what Alex has got is good, the next time we're here, we'll try the filet mignon, because she was describing it to us, the way they layer the potatoes with like truffle oil. It sounded really, really good. So if you're a steak fan, we're not going to be trying that tonight, but everyone says it's really good, and she said it's their most popular item. So our appetizer just arrived. We got the jumbo lump crab cake. This is blue crab, corn puree, fennel, pepper, jicama slaw, and a lime vinaigrette. And this was $20. And before we even dive into the crab cake, just wanted to show the silverware. Even the silverware is themed to fish. You can see the scales, the little tail there. I like that.
This is so good. I'm really enjoying like the cream sauce that's on the bottom. Matt told me it's a corn puree, right?
Yep.
And it really adds a lot of flavor to it. And you can tell that it's a good crab cake when there's not a lot of filler. You can tell there's like big, like lump pieces of crab in it. You can see one right there. It's really delicious. It's cooked perfectly too.
All right, you guys, that crab cake was so good, and I am not the biggest seafood eater. I'm a more basic seafood eater. I like whitefish. That's why I decided to get the sea bass. I will like crab cakes on occasion if it's done correctly, and that was fantastic. Can highly, highly recommend that. The corn puree that was in there, that it came like kind of served in, was awesome. And then it comes with like pickled peppers and onions. It was really good. And like Alex said, not a lot of filler in there, big pieces of lump crab. So if you like crab cakes, I can definitely recommend that. Obviously, this is a seafood restaurant. One of the coolest features is they have all of these fish that circle above your head while you're eating. It's so cool. We'll walk around after we're done eating and get some nice B-roll shots of these, but it's such a unique experience to kind of look up while you're eating and you see these just swimming over you, swimming through the bubbles. All right, the entrees just arrived. I got the sea bass, which has carrot mochi, sugar snap peas, a coconut lemongrass broth, and star fruit.
And I got the grilled Atlantic salmon. It has roasted fingerling potatoes, corn succotash, and tomato chili butter. That's very good. Wow. I can't remember who I was watching. I watched somebody online say that this was like the best salmon they've ever had. And I'm not one to usually order salmon, but I do like it. And this is like almost like crispy on the outside. I don't know how they cook this, but it's like crispy on the outside, flaky on the inside, and that chili butter on it gives it really nice flavor. And I didn't really try everything else yet, but so far so good.
I'm about halfway through my sea bass, and this is fantastic. Like, it is pricey, and the portion size isn't the biggest, but the flavors are so good. The sea bass itself is really light, really flaky. Similar to Alex's salmon, it does have a little bit of like a crunch on the outside, which is really nice. And then the inside just falls right apart. Like the second your fork even touches the sea bass, it's falling apart, and you know the flakiness of the fish can really be seen and felt. The coconut lemongrass like sauce, or it's more like a broth that they pour over it, is very good, very unique. I've never had anything like that on a dish before. They do put it on for you, so when they present the sea bass to you, they pour it on and they pour it all over the dish. So if you don't like coconut, or you don't want to have that like coconut lemony type of flavor to it, you can have them hold it back. It doesn't come with it on it. Just wanted to call that out if you're not a coconut fan. But everything else was really good in here too. The vegetables that were on there were cooked perfectly. The little star fruits that were on there give it a nice sweetness too. And I would definitely get this again. Like I said, the portions are a little bit small compared to the price that you're paying, but the flavors and the taste is really good. So we just finished our main course. They brought us out the dessert menu. Here's a look at what they have. They have an El Popo, a pina colada panna cotta, which is actually what we're going to be getting, the passion fruit caviar, and then Landlubbers snickerdoodle loop. And finally, we got our dessert. We got the pina colada panna cotta, which is coconut panna cotta, Malibu marinated pineapple, and coconut meringue.
That's really good. If you like coconut, you'll definitely like this. The meringue on top is really good too. Like, it kind of gives it like a different texture. It's just like very creamy, and then if you have the meringue on top, it gives it that like crunch. It's really good.
And while we were eating, it changed from kind of daylight, sunset to nighttime. And you get these amazing, amazing views. I love like these massive windows. You have an awesome view, basically no matter where you are. A little bit to the left of us are the fountains, but we got a great shot of the Chronos. We'll share our final thoughts in just a couple of minutes, but had some of the panna cotta. It was very good. So every dish that we've had here was good. We'll talk about this in a minute. The only thing you need to determine is a pricey sit-down lunch or dinner worth it to you and your family while you're here on a theme park vacation, because the food was very good, but it is pricey. We did get an annual pass holder discount, so that does apply just like it does over at the Blue Dragon. But keep in mind, like for a appetizer, 2 entrees, and a dessert with tip, we were about $130. So that was after the discount. It would have been a little bit more. So just kind of keep that in mind. Might be something you have to like budget for if you're trying to figure out like how much you want to spend when you come here to Epic, but the food was very good. All right, so we just finished up our dinner over here at the Atlantic. What did you think?
I thought the food was delicious. It was really, really good. I loved what I got. The salmon was really great. The crab cake was good. I want to come back and try the filet mignon.
Yeah, I mean, they were really talking up the filet mignon, and that was the last thing I thought would be the most popular item because it's a seafood restaurant.
Yeah, I also was eyeing the scallops. I love scallops, and we'll definitely be back at some point, so I'm gonna have to try a bunch of different things. But I really love the atmosphere too.
Oh, yeah.
Like the fish were just so beautiful, especially at night, like once it gets dark out and they're like glowing and just like moving above you. It was very like relaxing.
Yes, it was. The atmosphere in there is fantastic. There is a little bit of a backstory which I shared in the video, and it's just an awesome place to come and get a great view of the park. We weren't seated over by where the fountains were, but if you're by the fountains, you have a great view of that. If you're over by where we were, we got to see more of Celestial Park and the Chronos. And like I said a little bit earlier, the only thing is it is very pricey.
Yeah.
So you're paying a lot of money to eat here. Like I gave you the price of what we paid. and you just have to decide if that's something that you and your family want to do. The food quality is very good,
Yeah.
but it is very expensive. So we've now eaten at both of the sit-down restaurants here at Epic Universe. We ate at the Blue Dragon, and we just ate at this one.
Yeah.
Between the two, if you had to eat at one of them again, which one would it be?
Well, that's a hard choice just because it's different foods. Like, it's like, are you in the mood for Asian food? Are you in the mood for like seafood?
Yeah.
I thought they were both really great options. I will definitely want to come back here again, but maybe for like a anniversary or birthday or like a special occasion. We're also not big drinkers, but the bar inside was really beautiful. So like, if we were drinkers, I feel like it would be a really good option to like go and sit and just like have a nice drink. It's really beautiful in there.
Yeah, I agree. But for me personally, I think if I had to eat at one of the two sit-downs again, it would be the Blue Dragon. Not that this was bad. I just felt like the amount of food that you got for the price that you paid was better over at the Blue Dragon. I think our meal was cheaper.
Yeah.
And we got a few small plates to try. But like I said, the food was very good. You just have to know that you're gonna pay a little bit of a premium for it. So hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us. If you did, make sure you give the video a nice big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel down below so you don't miss out on all of our future Epic Universe videos to come. And with that being said, we'll see you guys real soon.